Like Pause versus Lord V Noodles. So it's going to be Leo versus Robin.
Interesting. Sounds like Pause is going to go right back to Leonardo and try to use more of the turtle power here with Leo. I respect it.
Yeah, it's good for a first game, especially open up, and you really want to utilize your pocket in these kinds of situations.
Yeah.
And what better situation than first game of the tournament? Nice opening, though.
Both
Gets his
ninjas
friend.
going at it right now. Robin against Leo. Damian Wayne Robin, that is. Both rocking those swords. Gotta love it. But all right, here we go.
Oh,
Catching
nice
that overhead, utilizing the extension there too, because there are 3 different properties in which you can bring out that shell drop. And he used the furthest one that he could to get to Lord V Noodles and get that damage. But here we go, Lord V Noodles now gonna open things up here himself and get 410 damage. Try to set up a little bit. Good pressure, but great blocking from Sounds Like Pause.
All right, yeah, not too much heat. It sounds like Pause. Even
Catching
out.
with Mikey, just the last little bit of range that you can get, and there's the read there. An air escape, though, from Lord V Noodles. Trading hits. Raph going to come in with the assist, and that's going to be enough to chip away at that magic pixel. And the terminology that you definitely don't like to hear very often, Jackie. Full stick of butter
Full
for
stick
Sounds
of
Like
butter.
Pause. He's got all the meter in the world right now, which definitely doesn't work for Lord V Noodles, because any combo that connects that forces Lord V Noodles to clash is in Sounds Like Pause's favor, but because of the meter that was just spent, they're both tied at 2.
They're probably both bet too.
Yep.
Yep. Sounds like Pause giving no room to breathe. Oh, nice catch with the Birdarang. Ah.
And there's Donnie. The thing about Leo and the way he works with his trait is he can just pretty much work a whole match without having to spend meter.
It's really nice. Like,
Yeah.
It's 4v1. How is this fair?
Try to call in Mikey to help with the save there, but Mikey was of no help at all. Using that overhead, it won't connect. Good block there from Lord V Noodles. Lord V Noodles got to get something going. The push block there from Sounds Like Pause. Trying to use the low with Mikey. It's not going to work, though.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of spacing issues there, though, with the Mikey, where it's just not perfected, but it hasn't affected. Ooh, nice overhead.
Could have been a whiff punish there, but an air escape from Lord V Noodles. And now Mikey is going to do some help. And that could be the game worth the
One
magic
hit.
pixel right now. The low will connect.
Ooh.
No meter, unfortunately, to convert. A jump 3, though. Here's
Yeah,
the
nice
push
push
block.
block.
And there it is. I believe that's a back 2 from Sounds Like Pause to close things out. Game number 1 going to him with the Ninja Turtle, Leonardo.
Slap chop at the end. Get
Enjoy
back.
a slice of pizza.
This is a katana. You get powered up if you use katanas.
That's right.
That's what happens.
That's right.
You just select it and you're like, yeah, I have way more strength now. It's good for all situations, especially anime conventions. Pull out that Sephiroth. You can't really hold it. It's not useful, but just having it.
Yeah.
Just having it.
Just that power that you feel.
All right. What are we going to see? Lord V Noodles, I want to see him just... We didn't really see him too much in... Sounds Like Pause's face. Like,
Yeah.
it was really just almost like a follow-up after. So let's see if he can sort of get Sounds Like Pause to play his game. And there it is, right there.
The thing that I think Lord V Noodles needs to pay attention to the most is the trait, because that trait is so important for Sounds Like Pause. When Mikey has been called out, whether you get hit by it or not, that's the one that has the most charge time out of all the versions of the trait. So that's
Very
where you
slow
got to know,
recovery.
okay, he can't catch me with the low. He's only ever going to go overhead if he puts some pressure. I got to try and take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Here's an overhead of his own now from Lord V Noodles, but an air escape from Sounds Like Pause. And there's the uses of that trait into the sweep, and Lord V Noodles playing very well right now. He's got that first health bar. He's got over a half a life worth of advantage now.
Yeah, Mikey just not reaching.
As you can see, there it was. Like, those traits were on cooldown, so this is where he's got to get moving. And that's exactly what he's doing right now, catching those lows into the down 2. There's the full conversion with the setup into the sweep now. Good amount of damage, and he knows the
nice
spacing into that forward 3. Unclashable damage, 329 to be exact. And there's those lows connecting. Lord V Noodles completely turning things around from what we saw in game 1. And this is all unclashable damage that he's doing here because he's not going for that second hit, and he wins the game.
That was pretty convincing. I
That
liked his utilization of the roll there at the end, too.
He was all over
Okay.
Sounds Like Pause.
Okay. Maybe first game was just a little bit of intel, getting those checks.
Hit that download button. Now let's see. Does Sounds Like Pause just jump ship right away and go to Green Arrow? Yes,
yeah,
he does.
my
Okay.
man. gotta.
Yeah.
That's probably it. He was like, oh, you know what? I'll use Leo until it doesn't work, and then make the main
Yeah,
happen.
definitely don't want to do the same thing that he did with Dink, where he was down 2-0, and then he was like, okay, let me make the switch. Although he ended up winning that set, you know you're good with Green Arrow. You know what you got, what it takes with Green Arrow. So just make that switch as soon as you can. You walked away with a victory with game number 1, but that second game was very convincing for Lord V Noodles. So I can understand and respect the character switch there. And there's that
actually
overhead.
connected. Be careful.
He's going to be over 300 damage, and he has, or just under 300 damage, and he has those fire arrows ready to go. Dodging that Birdarang too in the process.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. He's just so good at keeping him out and basically getting Lord V Noodles to jump when he wants him to.
Now the unfortunate thing right now is he was being pushed towards the corner, but just as I say that, he utilizes that interactable perfectly to get himself right out of that corner and continue this zoning game. There's a meter burn roll though from Lord V Noodles. Doesn't convert the combo though. I think he was expecting an air escape there from SoundsLikePAUSE, and he was going to try and take advantage of it.
Okay, good blocking. Still looking for that in, but he got some chip damage off it. But SoundsLikePAUSE really making it happen. Gets him locked in the corner.
There's that first health bar.
God.
Both these players are blocking really well. That's one thing that I'm noticing quite a bit of. Aside from obviously this zoning game that SoundsLikePAUSE is playing, Lord V Noodles has been blocking pretty well, and especially SoundsLikePAUSE has been blocking well. But as I say that, he gets caught by the lows.
Oh, nice
he gets
push
put
block.
into a full combo. Well, part of the combo as he air escaped.
I love when he jumps. Yeah, I love that move. He always jumps back and then throws that trade on the ground. He's like, do not come too close. You're going to have problems.
And there's that zoning game. All that chip damage just starts to add up bit by bit.
Yeah, especially with the fire arrows, you got to be careful. Ooh, going to try catch him with the air-to-air? No, he doesn't.
Using that low. Doesn't connect, though. This is just, it's so hard to play against this. You know, there's just really not much movement that Lord V Noodles can make without getting caught in any way. Like, there's that air-to-air.
Yeah.
The meter burn roll to try and get out of the corner. SoundsLikePAUSE, though, gets caught right back in it. And no clash yet from Lord V Noodles. So this is actually pretty good position for Lord V Noodles as he's going to land this combo here. But he drops it, unfortunately. And SoundsLikePAUSE will take advantage of that.
Oof.
And the air-to-air, this isn't looking too good. The meter burn roll, but the low will connect. It sounds like SoundsLikePAUSE walks away with game number 3. That was just really unfortunate. That drop combo changed the tide of the game very quickly.
He just, it was tough, honestly. And there was like the roll at the end there where I was just like, what's happening? It's an uphill battle to go against someone who zones as Robin, but I mean, that is the commitment you make when you pick Robin, and that's what you need to be playing 24/7 in the lab. You need to be like checking your jump spacing for all projectiles, for all characters, so you don't get zoned out.
That's right. This zoning game is just so difficult to counter, especially when it's Green Arrow, because Green Arrow also has that combo potential when he lands an Ice Arrow or two. But here we go, opening things up right now in game number 4 is Lord V Noodles.
Putting on a good show here. Catches him with the Birdarang. Again, don't want to give him too much spacing. Oh, but gets frozen.
And again, the startup frames on that Birdarang throw is what completely gives SoundsLikePAUSE all the time in the world to catch that Ice Arrow. He's got those fire arrows ready now. Doesn't convert the combo there with the fire arrow, unfortunately, but it's all good. He still gets a bit of damage out of it.
Nice push blocking, get that spacing to control the neutral. All right, Birdarang just giving a
ready
little...
again. Try to catch the air-to-air, but...
Oh, that interactable goes right over the Birdarang, freezes him. Big combo happening now. Oh, drops
it a little bit. A wake up there from Lord V Noodles. And that SoundsLikePAUSE trying to catch that zoning game. Try to go for the overhead there of that fire arrow. And the charge in will work. It'll be a traded hit, and the jump 3 will close things out on that first health bar in favor of Lord V Noodles now.
Oh, nice.
Nice usage of that move there to catch him full screen and to close that gap a little bit. Ooh.
Could have been risky. Oh, these are
very risky.
Ooh.
Nice timing.
SoundsLikePAUSE on match point.
Here we go. Both these players, though, at full meter right now, and Lord V Noodles does have the life advantage. Very slightly, though. It looks like it's being chipped away now.
Ooh, good slide. Nice jump over the Birdarang. Does not get hit.
For that air-to-air.
Ooh,
Nice block there from Lord V Noodles. Any hit that he can take here is going to be some serious damage and a good setup for SoundsLikePAUSE. So he just wants to, I think right now, what Lord V Noodles is going to try and look for is to make SoundsLikePAUSE clash before he has to. Oh, and the overhead will connect though, and SoundsLikePAUSE is going to get some good damage here, but there's a clash from Lord V Noodles.
Love the confidence, kid.
Do you think SoundsLikePAUSE is going to be
at a meter
before? Yeah.
disadvantage, so
Yeah.
he will take some more damage there. 15%. Although it still was the right move, I believe, for Noodles to do. He just needed to release that pressure there and take a breather. And right now, there's that zoning game. The jump 3 off the interactable. There's the low.
One hit.
This could be game right now.
Turn it
Catching
around?
the overhead, though, into the sweep. With the overhead and a clash now from SoundsLikePAUSE. Don't count out Lord V Noodles. He's probably not going to bet here because he wants that meter either for a roll or to just catch him with that Assassin Strike meter burn. And here we go. This is scary.
Go for help.
Utilizing those lows. He's looking for the spacing. Using the meter burn now. No meter.
Oh, there,
catching that
catches
overhead.
them.
Any combo and the air. The anti-air will connect. SoundsLikePAUSE.
Moves on.
Moves on.
Sending Lord V
that was
Noodles
very
home.
intense.
It's so tough for Robin, but I mean, Lord V Noodles did what he had to do with,
That
the
was-
tools he has. He's got the Birdarang, which can kind of